Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Galang Buana Gangga with the student number 2510731010. So this is uh, topic 4, I'm pretty sure, of the video assignment, and this week we are going to talk about phonology. So phonology, what even is that? Like in the high school or in the middle school, none of our teacher explained about phonology. So the simple way for me to explain it to you guys is that phonology is a study that is talking about the sound of English language. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, I think so. So it's talking about the sound in the English language. For example, if you are talking with your friends, or if you are giving a speech in front of the class, or like me right now talking to the camera, we have to produce a sound. We have to speak. We have to say a word or sentence to so that the speakers, the listeners can understand what we are talking about, and that's phonology. So first of all, in this video there will be a lot of me apologizing because I've read the material, both of them, like 3 to 4 times already, and it's it's uh it's very difficult for me to understand this material because uh, I've learned English since I was a little, but none of them teach me about this sound system or whatever it is, or where you produce the sound, like in which part of mouth you produce a sound, like things like that. I just don't get it. So yeah, let's get back to the topic. The first thing that we are going to talk about today is phoneme. So what is a phoneme? Phoneme is the smallest unit in the what is our topic today? Oh yeah, phoneme is the smallest unit of phonology. It basically explains to us that if we change only one word in English, it can mean different. What I mean is that I'll give you an example instead, because it's easier for me to explain if you guys know the example. So the word cat, like the cute animal, the phoneme is K-A-T. So if you change one of them, for example, if you change the first letter K into an H, it becomes hat. So these two words you pronounce it similarly, cat, hat. But just because one different phoneme, it becomes a completely different word. The first word means like the living being, the animal, yeah, that's cat. And the second word means the thing that you wear on your head, yeah, that's two complete different words, but yeah, one different phoneme can uh, make the meaning different, completely different. So how do you say it? Mm, How do you find a phoneme in a word? So I'll give you another example. The word cake and yeah, the word cake. The phoneme includes K as the first letter. If you change the first letter into B, it becomes bake. Cake into bake. Both of these words, again, it is pronounced similarly. There is only one difference in both of them. That's the first letter. But yeah, just because one different letter, it becomes different. I mean, the meaning of the word becomes different. So where is the phoneme in this word? The first letter that I changed, the K and B, are the phonemes because you change it and it becomes a different word. So you can tell that it's a phoneme. Next, in the material, I'm pretty sure the next topic is vowel, letter, and consonant letter. So both of these things are kind of similar. Vowel letter is A, I, E, U, and O. Meanwhile, consonant letters are A, no, B, C, and things like that beside the vowel ones. So what does the material talk about in this topic? It explains about where you produce a sound, where you produce a word in your mouth. I This topic is actually kinda related to biology because it's talking about our mouth, our parts of mouth like our lip, our tongue, and then our larynx and stuff like that. And for me personally, it's very difficult for me to understand this type of thing, this biology related stuff. So I can't really explain it too deeply, but I can give you some examples. So for the consonant letters, the letter P and B. So repeat after me: P, B. If you want to pronounce those two letters, you have to both of your lips have to connect each other. It has to, how do you say it? Yeah, it has to connect each other. Like the upper lips and the lower lips have to uh, combine each other to make those two letters. And for the vowel letters, there are five vowel letters, but the sound that it can make is 20. That is how much vowel letters is. Wait, no. Vowel letters are only five, but the sound of the vowel letters is 20 because the same vowel can produce different sound. For example, in some words, the vowel U is pronounced like an A, and then in some words, the U is pronounced as usual like U, and then yeah, there are a lot more, but I can't really explain it too deeply to you. I apologize once again, but I can give you an example. So if you want to pronounce I, the letter I, you pronounce it in front of your mouth. I, 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 I. Meanwhile, if you want to pronounce the letter U, you, you, you pronounce it at the back of your mouth. Yeah, that's basically it that I can explain about this topic. So let's move on to the next topic, the suprasegmentals, suprasegmentals, something like that. And in this topic, they include syllables. So syllables is not really hard to explain. So yeah, I'll explain it to you guys. I don't really know the meaning of syllables, but I can give you an example because it's easier to understand if I give you a direct example. So the word computer has three syllables because when you pronounce the word computer, it feels like you are speaking three times. What I mean is that computer. Yeah, you get what I mean? Computer. It feels like you are speaking three times. That's why the word computer has three syllables. And then another example is oh, the word please. Like there are a lot of words in the language, but because you say it directly like please, it feels like you only speak one time. It means that it only has one syllable. Please, please, please. So the last example is uh, I'm trying to think about a word that has two syllables. Uh, the word father. Yeah, father has two syllables. It feels like you are speaking two times, like father, father, father. So, yeah, it has two syllables. I can't really explain it by words, but like, I hope that you can understand by my examples. I apologize once again that I can't really understand this material this week. I hope that tomorrow Mr. Hanafi can enlighten me about this material because it's very difficult personally for me. And yeah, also it's talking about sound, but we are trying to understand it through text. It's not really relevant because yeah, how are you even going to explain a sound by a text? Yeah, it's you can. I mean you can, but it's hard for beginners like me to understand. So I think that's it that I can explain for today's video. I didn't really explain about a lot of things this week. I apologize. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about in the first minute. Uh, I will be apologizing a lot to you specifically, Mr. Hanafi, in this video because yeah, I feel bad for myself because why can't I understand it? Like I've read it like three times or maybe four times. It hasn't got into my brain. Like so yeah, I apologize once again. I'm Galang Buana Gangga with student number 2510731010. I hope we can see each other again next week, and I hope that I can actually explain it in detail for you next week, not like this week. Yeah, that's it that I can explain. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.